FNGR is in my watch list, and this is why I think you should have it in your watch list too. How is it going, everyone? Yas here from Trading Vanguard. I'm a technical trader who trades short squeeze, momentum, and volatile stocks. All of the information shown in this video is not financial advice, just my opinion. So guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the stock FNGR or FingerMotion. And today we'll be doing a technical analysis review, and we'll see why I think you guys should have this on your watch list and why I think it's due for a breakout. So guys, let's get stuck into the charts. So we'll go ahead and switch my drawings on. So guys, what is going on with FNGR? So overall guys, if I take a step back, right? And let's slightly zoom out. So let's go into the weekly chart. Let's zoom out a bit more. Guys, we can see that FNGR is going to be, yeah, there we go, guys. Sorry, it's going to be a bit small. But guys, we can see overall that FNGR is being controlled by this descending triangle pattern. So guys, overall for me, this is what has been controlling the price of the stock. You know, it's no coincidence, guys, that the stock cannot break out clean out of this triangle. We can see every time that there's a reaction, we can see the squeezes get lower and lower and lower. This is all controlled by the triangle pattern, in my opinion. So let's zoom back in and let's go back into the daily chart, guys. Okay, so let's see what is happening now, guys. Why do I think it's due for a breakout? So guys, we can see that back in, let me zoom in for you guys. We can see, guys, back in May times, we can see that the stock had an amazing short squeeze. Was it May? Yeah, it was May. Was it May? Sorry, guys, I've got so much going on in this chart. I can't even see my own drawings. Apologies, guys. It was April. So, guys, we can see April is when the stock had an amazing short squeeze. And, guys, if we measure the percentage, we can see 325%. So guys, that is an amazing short squeeze. And guys, this is where I believe an opportunity was left in the charts with a clear price target. And guys, for me personally, like I said, I am a technical trader. Guys, I have no doubts this is designed perfectly for the price to be closed in the future. What do I mean by that, guys? So the reason why I'm bullish right now, and I'll give you guys the bullish scenarios for FNGR, is for those that have been watching me for a while now, a huge part of my trading strategy is open gaps to the up or to the downside, guys. Guys, if we see on the daily chart, guys, we can see that FNGR has a percentage of closing its open gaps of 98.6%, which is crazy, guys. We can see it's had 147, and guys, it's closed 145. So guys, there's a reason why open gaps are a huge part of my trading strategy, is because of its probability. Okay, I don't care about possibilities in trading, guys. I care about probability. I'm a trader. I'm here to make money. Okay, so I have to see what is more probable that will make the most amount of money. So guys, the two clean targets are this: $3.53. So that's target number one. So if we go up, guys, we can see that within the first squeeze, what had happened, guys? Why do I think it's still a play? Well, guys, we can see that the stock, of course, came back to its liquidity zone, which is around, what do I have marked here? Around $1.22 to $1. So guys, between $1 to $1.22, guys, this is its liquidity zone. This is where the bulls are waiting. And what happened, guys? We can see immediately the second that the stock came up and just touched down, guys, onto the liquidity zone, we can see it had one sort of small reaction, but then, guys, it came back down to the liquidity zone, and guys, the bulls stepped in. And guys, for me, this initial squeeze play is not complete. Why do I say that? Guys, I measure out the top of the squeeze play with a Fibonacci retracement. So guys, apologies, there is a lot going on in the chart, but I'll try to simplify it as much as I can for you. Guys, the way a fib retracement works is you measure out the bottom of the reaction. So as soon as the reaction starts, all the way up to the top. What should happen, guys, technically, okay, I've been doing this for so long, it's, you know, it's crazy how it always follows the same pattern, all squeezes, guys. You see a squeeze from the top, or from the bottom all the way to the top. Of course, it's never, you can never, you know, there's no 100% way to see exactly where the top is. However, once the top is in, guys, what should happen is that the stock should come down all the way between the 786 level all the way to the 1618 level. And of course, guys, in this situation, the 1618 level is not horrible because it's in the minus. So guys, we can see that it's come down to the 786 level, and then what should happen technically, guys, it should come up to the what we call the golden pocket. So between the 618 and the 70 level, guys, the stock should come up to the top, come back to the bottom, and then come back to the middle. And then for me, technically, the squeeze will be done. However, guys, we can see FNGR has not done that, guys, and it's left a gap perfectly within the golden pocket range, just slightly higher. So guys, I've got no doubts as a market maker, if I was a market maker, I wish I was, this would be left purposely, and then guys, they would crush the price down, you know, shaking people out of their position, thinking that this stock has got no chance to squeeze. And guys, once the time is right, once the stock comes back into its liquidity zone, which we can see it's finally come back in, and then guys, it will be time for it to come up and close the open gap. Okay, so from today's price level, we can see if it was to close, it will give us an overall of 165%. Okay, so also, guys, why am I bullish on FNGR? Guys, we can see that the bottom of FNGR is slightly ascending. So if I switch to the weekly chart, guys, we can see that the pattern is slightly ascending. And guys, what do you know? FNGR has done this multiple times. You can see it's done it once, squeeze, bottom of the ascending trend channel, squeeze, bottom, squeeze, which was the last time it squeezed. And guys, what do you know? It's just happened to come back up to the bottom again. And guys, this for me tells me that we could have a super strong possibility for us to squeeze again. Okay, however, guys, this is the pattern, but like I said, for me, you know, every time I don't think it's a coincidence. Every time it's come to the bottom, we've just seen an immediate reaction. Okay, however, guys, there's always two sides to the coin. There is also a bearish scenario. So guys, for me, if I switch back to the daily chart, guys, there is one real make it or break it price level which FNGR has to break. And guys, for me, that is $1.70. Guys, this has been a huge resistance for the stock in the past, as we can see. And also, guys, if you just happen to look, the top of the Ichimoku cloud is waiting, and also the black EMA 200 line. So guys, this is like literally the final boss of resistance is waiting for FNGR. So should FNGR break $1.70, guys, this is where I can see the stock could have a serious rip. Also, what I would say is another possible bearish scenario, guys, if the stock doesn't start reacting now, okay, if it doesn't start squeezing now and it breaks the descending line, then guys, sorry, the ascending line, not the descending line, the ascending line, guys, and that could be super problematic. Not necessarily a squeeze killer, but it could mean a loss of pattern structure, and then potentially starting to break all-time lows. And then if that does happen, we'll come back to review again. So guys, overall, what would I like to see? So in the perfect trading world, guys, in the perfect trading world, we can see that FNGR does have an open down gap on the 4-hour chart. So guys, in the perfect trading world, of course, we aren't in a perfect trading world. I would hope that it could quickly come down, almost like a snapshot type of candlestick, come down to close the gap at $1. And then guys, really and truly, I don't see any major down gaps or any bottom price levels for it to come down to before it would start to react. However, guys, like I said, it could probably well be that the squeeze is already in. I mean, if we look at the 4-hour, guys, it's reacting like crazy. It just happened to hit the bottom, and guys, we can see 4 green candlesticks. So like I said, guys, previously, for me, there are just 2 main price levels. Let me go back to the daily. It's $1.70. Should that get broken, guys, I see the stock going up to at least the top of the trend channel, and for me, closing the $3.53 gap. Like I said, that would give 165%. After that, guys, after that, should the stock break this descending trend channel, then, sorry, not the descending trend channel, this descending triangle pattern, then guys, we would look at the next price target of $6.19. So this is where the next open gap is waiting. But until this price level isn't reached, we won't talk about this now. We will come back to assess once the stock hits this price level. So guys, what do you lot think? Is FNGR a buy or a miss? Maybe it might be worth adding onto your radar. If you guys have any ticker suggestions or any stock that you want analyzed, please drop in the comments below. If you guys have found this video useful, please drop a like. And if you are a similar trader to myself, please consider subscribing, as I'll be posting similar tickers to this. Once again, I want to end this video by saying this is not financial advice. Trading can be extremely risky, and you should always have a trading strategy to stay safe. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.